build belief in your participants that they can be creative, start by letting them know this is not a normal, boring meeting. Now there's 3 easy ways you can do that: with the waiting room, with music, and with the chat. So in the waiting room, the screen that shows up before the meeting begins, take advantage of that space to get their minds going. A few things that you could try. Give them a question, a funny question that you might ask them when the meeting starts. You could basically you can prepare them for the icebreaker that's coming. Second, give them a challenge. One that I like to say is look around the room for an object that represents how you're feeling. So you're starting to combine that virtual and that in-person. Third, maybe you put an agenda up so they know what's coming. They start feeling comfortable and start brainstorming or getting ideas around what's to come. And fourth, another idea would be link to something fun. While they're in the waiting room, tell them to go to a link or a web page where they're maybe going to watch something funny, get inspiration, or catch up on what the meeting's going to all be about. Now, once the meeting begins, take advantage of music to set the stage. So on Zoom, if you're using Zoom, you can do an advanced screen share and share only music. Make sure the music matches the mood, right? Like, what are we trying to get these, what's the mood of the meeting, and get them in that mindset right away. You can also use a nice image as your background. Maybe you have an interesting GIF on your slide or some kind of movie image that really sets the stage that this is not a normal board meeting, right? Now, the third thing you can do is take advantage of the chat. We want to immediately get people engaged and chatting. Some of my favorite questions is on a scale of 1 to 5, how much energy you have. That'll help you know how much energy you need to bring. Another one would be to ask them to go find that object that represents them. Another way to combine the digital and the in-person. Maybe ask where they're calling in from. If people aren't familiar with one another, it's a fun way to engage with one another. I like to ask about high school mascots or anything that's kind of out of the box that gets them using the chat and communicating is a great way to get started.